People stumbled into modern-day Germany about 600,000 years ago. These guys left some cool art, and the flute. Once they were done playing flute, they got around to agriculture. This was good because now everybody didn't have to look for food. They created permanent settlements so we could start oppressing women. There were many uncentralized Germanic tribes doing tribal things, like war. They even had some neighbors who gave them a name, then conquered them. Then they beat them back after a triumphant victory at Teutoburg Forest. This marked the beginning of the migrations of these tribes. They called it quits with Germania and spread out over much of Western Europe and eventually into Eastern Europe. The most important of these groups were the Visigoths, Ostrogoths, Vandals, Bulgars, and Franks. The Western Roman Empire did not appreciate this. Once Germanic migrations were getting old, Viking invasions were hip now, and it was time to form a proper country. This first happened under Clovis I, king of Francia, in 481. Francia made Jesus cool. Its kings also decided that they could be cool too if they had it in with the Pope. This empire lasted until 801 CE when Charlemagne's son, a huge disappointment, made 3 kingdoms out of 1. After some more wars, a new kingdom emerged. The Holy Roman Empire was established from the smoldering remains of East Francia. The Holy Roman Empire was an extremely diverse and decentralized complex of territories. The monarch was typically elected by noblemen and would then be crowned by the Pope, giving him the right to rule. The majority of power was not possessed by the king, but by regional princes, bishops, and lords who owed their allegiance to the king. Therefore, the majority of decisions came from the imperial parliament, the Diet. The empire met its match when those barbaric revolutionaries invaded with Dat boy Napoleon, turning the Holy Roman Empire into a satellite called the Confederation of the Rhine. Once Europe got the shites together and got Napoleon out of the way, thanks Russia, a new German state was formed in place of the Holy Roman Empire. The brand new German Confederation was even worse than the Holy Roman Empire and was soon dissolved. Because of the defeat of Napoleon, conservative monarchies like Russia and Austria were put back into power, which ultimately delayed German nationalistic aspirations. These nationalistic feelings broke out into violence during the German revolutions of 1848, calling for a united Germany. This, coupled with Austria and Prussia's rivalry, led to the formation of a new German empire. When Austria and Prussia declared war on each other, what was left of the Confederation allied with Austria. When Prussia won the war in 1866, the German Empire was formed and placed Wilhelm I as emperor. The German Empire, also called the Reich, was great. It was able to industrialize and even gained a few colonies. Under the leadership of Otto von Bismarck as chancellor, Germany was able to fully unite under those great nationalistic vibes. The Reich was shaping up to be a very strong nation, but unfortunately, baby Germany got tied up in the powder keg of World War I. After issuing the blank check to Austria-Hungary, Germany faced an impossible two-front war. With casualties mounting and no progress being made, revolt would end the empire with the abdication of Kaiser Wilhelm II. A federal republic was put into place of the old government. Since it was excluded from the negotiations at Versailles, Germany was forced to take the blame for the war and pay an impossible amount of reparations. Already faced with an immense death toll and widespread destruction, these terms did not help. With the added benefit of a depression, the people of Germany were desperate for a solution. To them, the solution appeared to be Adolf Hitler, an extremist leader who promised to make Germany great again. By 1933, Hitler had seized control of the government. From there, Hitler reinvigorated the economy, created youth organizations, and made the Autobahn, the perfect wartime recipe. Germany made increasingly threatening territorial demands and eventually invaded Poland in 1939 after signing a non-aggression pact with Stalin, kicking off World War II. He also instituted a final solution, a genocide of all those he deemed undesirable, and claimed up to 6 million lives. The Nazis would eventually be defeated after another brutal two-front war. The war came to a close in 1945 with the Allied siege of Berlin, after Adolf Hitler committed suicide. Learning from their mistakes, the Allies took an active effort in rebuilding Germany after an unconditional surrender. The Allies succeeded in denazification by trying people for war crimes at the Nuremberg trials. The Allies split Germany into zones of control until 1949, when Germany was divided into the Soviet puppet state of East Germany, called the German Democratic Republic, and the NATO-aligned Federal Republic of Germany in West Germany. Crafted in the heat of the Cold War between the Soviet Russia and the US, these states would play a crucial role in politics. Germany wouldn't be united until after the fall of the Soviet Union in 1989. With the weakening of Hungary's borders, which led to many people fleeing to the west, and widespread unhappiness with the unfairness of communist rule in East Germany finally joined the Federal Republic of Germany in 1990. This is the Germany that we see today.